Do you know what the latest update is with the Pride cans this year? Or?
I don't think I can comment.
Oh, okay.
On that either.
Too hot a potato.
Identifier can, I'm not sure, I was just asking your colleague there, like, what is ZZM and Zyzer?
David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto. And folks, I'm at the corporate head office for Labatt. And as you know, Labatt is now part of the Anheuser-Busch giant. Labatt brews under license Budweiser and Bud Light. And basically, I'm trying to get an update now that it's Pride Month, or is it Pride season? What's the deal with the so-called Bud Light Pride cans, at least here in Canada? Now, if you recall, last year, we brought this to your attention. It is a Pride can. It's got the de rigueur rainbow, although it's missing the Pride Progress component, and the purple flurple for the non-binary folk, I think. But it also has all these, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the words right, folks. Zyzer, ZZM, Zy higher. It's so baffling. It's these made-up pronouns that, well, let's put it this way. I don't know anyone in the world that goes by these pronouns. Maybe if I go into a university campus and find somebody in gender studies, then maybe I would strike gold. But just to bring up to date, we went all the way down to Labatt's Canadian corporate headquarters in London, Ontario, where they actually brew some of this stuff. And we tried to find out the answer to our question. And here, check out what we encountered.
Somebody here today that's able to talk to you, so if we could grab some contact information from you, we'll have somebody from corporate affairs reach out.
Oh, okay. Just to let you know, I called the number on the can, and it said that the call center has been transitioned to digital, and I did send an email to the Budweiser.com site there, but I never heard back. But I'm just, like, what is an XE? Like, what is an XEM?
I'm not sure I could be of any help to you, but
Okay.
like I said before, we could get you in contact with corporate, and that's probably your best bet.
Oh, okay. So nobody at Labatt knows what these, I think they're pronouns.
I'm a security guard, so I'm actually not able to help with any of that, but we could probably get corporate to reach out to you and they can talk to you regarding all that.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, so there you have it, folks. We were told a year ago that somebody from corporate would get back to us. Nobody ever did, which is why we're here. We also reached out to Anheuser-Busch in the United States, their media relations line. We had some questions for them. For example, what do those aforementioned pronouns mean? You know, she, sigh, and he, her. Nobody at Labatt could give us an answer. Perhaps they know the answers. Are these pronoun cans being sold in other markets? The cans don't seem to be available in Canada anymore, although some rainbows are on some Bud Light cans, but it seems that from the research we've done at LCBO and beer stores, the vast majority of Bud Light cans are just plain blue Bud Light cans. Gee, you think that might have anything to do with the Dylan Mulvaney fiasco? Do you think that might have anything to do with Anheuser-Busch stock value plunging by more than $16 billion? In the U.S., you can't even give away Bud Light. We asked if there were any other international markets where these kind of cans are being sold. And I was wondering if Anheuser-Busch has any new strategies in place to prop up Bud Light, given the horrendous fallout. Like, how about this as a strategy? Maybe apologizing to your core audience, you know, the people that were buying Bud Light by the case, instead of denouncing, frat boys and propping up fake women. Maybe you should reach out to the frat boys. That's who is buying your stuff, guys, but they won't go that far. In fact, it's kind of incredible. There's a boycott of Bud Light on one side, the people who are sick of radical transgenderism being rammed down our throats. And meanwhile, I understand at several gay bars, Bud Light is also being boycotted. They're upset that Anheuser-Busch hasn't taken a firm enough stance. I mean, when you upset everybody on the political spectrum, you've really got a communications and a brand crisis on your plate right now, don't you? In any event, we're going to go in here, and because I think if we've waited a year, I think we've waited long enough, so we're going to pay a house call and see if anyone here can make sense of it all.
I'm not reception, I'm just covering. So
Oh,
you
okay.
caught me off like guard.
Oh, I really appreciate your time. I don't mean to pitch on the spot, but we have been waiting for a year. So that's why we came all the way down here. Do you know what the latest update is with the Pride cans this year? Or?
I don't think I can comment.
Oh,
on
okay.
that either.
Too hot a potato.
Identifier can't, I'm not sure, I was just asking your colleague there. Like, what is ZZIM and Zyzer and
You know what? I manage the office, so I'm probably not the best person to
I don't
ask.
need to put you on the spot. No one knows.
Let me give you our communication manager's info.
Sure.
And then you can be in touch with her. How's
Thank
that
you,
sound?
Amanda. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I think
No.
a year in waiting.
No worries. So there's
Okay.
her information, her phone number, and her email.
That's Veronica
So-
Bart?
Yeah.
Okay.
B-A-R-T.
You've reached Veronica Bart. Sorry I was unable to take your call, but please leave me a detailed message after the beep, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.
Well, there you go, folks. We have indeed reached out to Veronica Bart. She is the communication specialist. Evidently, she doesn't work out of this office. Maybe working from home, who knows? And if she does return my call, well, we'll get the most up-to-date news from her, I guess. In the meantime, well, you know, it's a pretty sweltering day in Toronto. What the heck? I do have a can of Bud Light. Let's have a little sip and wet the whistle, as they say. No, sir. Don't like it. Tastes like wokeism. Tastes like political correctness. Tastes like, radical transgenderism. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Well, folks, I know you love us to bring you the other side of the story here at Rebel News, but we count on you. We don't receive any federal funding, nor would we take it if offered. So if you can, please go to rebelfieldreports.com. That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you can make any donation, no matter how small, that would be greatly appreciated.